So when there are winners, who are the losers of this one?
The uneducated. The uneducated are always the losers, because if you don't know that the tax code is a game, you will get left behind and you will always end up tipping Uncle Sam. But most importantly, it's those that are in the low to middle class. As the low to middle class just do the same things over and over again. They make money, pay their taxes, and just go on vacations. They never try to figure out ways to save, reinvest, or utilize the government system to their advantage. People like you and I are going to figure out ways inside of the tax code to build our wealth. But what the issue is low to middle class tend to focus on how they consume their wealth. If we can figure out ways to preserve our wealth by utilizing the tax code, we can help more individuals that are in that low to middle class get into that higher wealth and into the wealthy class.
So if you're making $150,000 a year, W-2, what resources do you have at your disposal to lower your income?
Oh, absolutely. So if you're W-2, the obvious one is going to be to max out your 401k. But then we need to start looking at whether or not you actually feel that you have it in your wheelhouse to have a business on the tax return so you can convert some of those everyday expenses that you're spending your money on, cell phone, car, gas, etc., into write-offs. Because at the end of the day, we are all spending money on the same things. We all need a roof over our head. We all need a car to drive. We all need a cell phone to communicate with people. The issue is that W-2 taxpayers can't write any of that off. But as soon as you have a business on the tax returns, those everyday expenses become business write-offs for you every single year, as long as your business is a legitimate business and you're in the pursuit of income with your expenses. So if you're asking me, what is the average W-2 employee? What can they write off? Absolutely nothing. You're putting money into a 401k. You're hoping that you have a home so you can write off your property taxes or mortgage interest, or you're giving money away to charity, or you have a child that you can claim a child tax credit for. The government has not set up the system for you. The government has set up the system for business owners and investors. They understand that you take no risk when you're a W-2 employee. The business owner took all the risk when they decided to hire you. If you decide to show up to work and you don't want to put in 100% effort, you're still going to get paid 100% of your paycheck. That's part of being a W-2. So yes, the government understands that, which is why the government creates more incentives for those that take more risk.
What's the bare minimum that you have to get from a business in order to qualify? Like, you obviously can't just create an LLC and then just like deduct things and show zero income. Like, how long?
Technically, you can for
I know
2
you
years.
can.
Yeah,
Is
for
it 2 years?
And 2 years is the threshold. If you're not showing an economic gain by year 3, they can go back in over those last couple of years and treat those last couple of years as hobby businesses, make you refile the tax returns without that business income, and then you pay the taxes on what you would have paid. So that's an issue. So if you're not showing any income, that's a big red flag to the IRS. We have a lot of, random, taxpayers that come over to us that had these returns from previous years with these Schedule Cs that had $40,000, $50,000 in losses, but no income on the tax returns. They stick out like a sore thumb to the IRS because you're essentially saying, I'm just writing stuff off and haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. IRS is only going to allow you to do that for 2 years. You need to show the IRS that you're trying to make an economic gain, or they're going to come in and say, you started a hobby. That's not a legitimate business, which means those expenses aren't legitimate. Take them off of your return and refile.